And here is Knesset member Limor Son Har-Melech, who I know very well, and she is speaking about the evils of this UN organization as it operates on our land. From October 7th, we get more and more witness accounts, proof about teachers of UNRWA who held captives, who held folks that were taken into Gaza, and they were actually held captive by UNRWA employees. Sometimes in their attics. Teachers of UNRWA who took part in the massacre and were themselves had, bloody hands. UNRWA schools that were used as storehouses for weapons. The eyewitness account of captives who were released and gave us testimonies gave a horrific image. That UNRWA was deeply involved in the war crimes of Hamas. So it's not that they were like just some UN relief agency standing by trying to do good things. They were actually actively involved in holding hostages, in torturing hostages, and in actually housing weapons. And more and more. A few months ago, I spoke with one of the kidnapped captive families who was held by an UNRWA worker, meaning say an employee of UNRWA was the terrorist holding their family member. And he came out, and the family told Knesset member Limor Son Har-Melech about the brutality that how they treated the Israeli captive. The torture, the brutality. And throughout this time, the worst part about it is throughout this time, this UNRWA teacher or representative or worker continued to get a salary from UNRWA throughout the time that he was torturing this Israeli captive. Oh, and he was getting a salary not just from UNRWA, but basically from the international community. Okay, so as he was holding an Israeli captive, he was getting paid by the international community, and that's why UNRWA is no longer going to have it's persona non grata here in Israel. And so these are two laws that are really amazing: the strengthening of Jerusalem and the kicking out of UNRWA from our land. Like, enough is enough. You guys are terrorists. You can't hide behind your kind of fake veil that says, look at me, I'm just an international organization. It's just human rights that I'm protecting. You're not protecting human rights. You're actually protecting Hamas, which is the very opposite of human rights.